Well, hello there. Welcome, my friends. Welcome to This Week in Homelessness. I am, of course, your host, Daniel McDonald. Welcome aboard. Today, I'm going to tell you about how private business should be like government some of the time. And I'm going to kind of tell you a bit about a horror story that I had this week. And I'll kind of show you firsthand what I mean. So it's pretty common that government gets accused of you should be run more like business. That's pretty common. Kind of the implication that government is slow, inefficient, doesn't move fast enough, etc., etc. And of course, business does everything right. They have the profit motive. So we hear that quite a bit. So the problem with government trying to be more like business is that they often cannot. There's no profit motive in government. That's the reality. Government most of the time provides services that private business cannot or will not supply. So as a result, government provides essential public services like roadways, water, sewer, etc. So today I'm going to talk about Social Security, which is run by the government. And I'm also going to talk about Direct Express. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see here their main webpage, www.usdirectexpress.com. And they are I'm sure the only one or one of the debit card vendors for Social Security. Generally, they don't mail paper checks anymore. You might hear sometimes it's the first of the month is check day or when's your check day. And in reality, they don't issue paper checks, or at least I don't believe they do anymore. So in this case, they'll direct deposit your money, whether it can be retirement, disability, etc., into a bank account. You also have the option of using a debit card. Most of the homeless population that I deal with don't have bank accounts. They often lack identification, so they don't have the means or access to go to the bank. So they'll get a debit card, in this case, Direct Express. So one of my clients this past week, which kind of inspired this episode, needed a replacement debit card. We kind of wanted to know where he stood with Social Security. I took him to the local Social Security office. We have an agreement with them, very informal, unwritten, where I call ahead, and if they can see us, we go in there. We generally don't have to wait in line, or at least not very long, and we can see an agent within a few minutes. My current speed record for getting in and out of Social Security and transacting our business is 3 minutes. It usually runs about 5 to 10 minutes. So this was about 15 minutes this past week. So the client wanted to know, or he wanted to get access to his money. Fair enough. Once you have income coming in, then that opens up a whole bunch of possibilities if you're homeless. It can be housing, etc. That's a big one. Any access to food, clothing, you name it, place to stay. So we really need to have income. So went to Social Security, called ahead, no problems at all. We're in and out in there in about 15 minutes or so. They determined that he was indeed receiving his income every month, and he had never lost it. And he didn't have access to about the last 6 months or so. So he wanted to get that. So in and out of that, Social Security, absolutely no complaints. They treated us like royalty, fantastic service. I can't complain. So normally it's government should be run more like business. In this case, as I'll explain in a second, I think their customer service experience there was exceptional. And that's in Tampa on Gun Highway. If anyone's listening from there, shout out to them. So the next step was to call Direct Express. They said he's getting his benefits. You just need to call Direct Express and get a new card, since it was stolen a while back, about 6 months earlier. So we got some options here for calling them. You can log in If you go up to the main landing page in Direct Express, you can log in there. But we didn't have any ID, any login ID, etc., no password, so that was not an option. So here is where it gets interesting. We had to call the customer service number, which there were three main numbers on there. The enrollment center, which he's already enrolled, which I did try, was at the top middle line, 800-333-1795. They had one for hearing impaired and an international line. In this case, customer service, which is available 24/7. Let me scroll down here and I'll show you if you're watching on YouTube. And this is customer service is available 24/7. And they can handle calls relating to lost or stolen cards. Bingo, that's what we need. Balance inquiries, PIN changes, transaction history requests, registering a complaint about a card issue, questions about card usage, and questions about international card usage. So that's reasonable. You can always write to them as well. They have a P.O. box in San Antonio, Texas. Okay, so far so good. So I had to call the number there. In this case, the customer service line up in the upper left, if you're watching on YouTube. And this is where it gets interesting. I assumed this was going to take a few minutes, call up, get them put on hold. Your estimated wait time is 5 days, 23 hours, 12 minutes, 39 seconds. Your call is important to us. Please hold. So that was what I was expecting. That's not the actual call. That was what I was expecting to hear. Put on hold for a few minutes, and no worries, order a replacement card. Turns out to be quite the adventure. It took a total of 27 phone calls to get through and conduct our business. We still have not ordered a debit card for this gentleman. That's not necessarily any fault of Debit Express. That is, they needed additional verification. The client has some issues answering some questions, which you won't go into here. So I was able to send them some supporting documents about who he is to verify his identity. Particularly with fraud these days, that is not an unreasonable request. I can understand that. But my issue with Direct Express, and if anyone from the company would like to come on the podcast and tell us about what they do or don't do, then they're more than welcome to anytime. Because I think they should provide a level of customer service along the lines of what I got from Social Security. I think I'm a relatively intelligent person. I've got a master's degree. I've been working in homeless outreach for 8 years. I've been a police officer for my whole lifetime, more or less. So, able to solve a lot of problems. But 27 phone calls to Direct Express, then that was challenging. So, let me right now, I will dial them up and kind of show you. You can listen firsthand what I went through. So here we go. Press redial and...
Thank you for calling Direct Express. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima dos. For all other languages, press 3.
So we're speaking English, so we'll press 1.
Enter your 16-digit card number, or to enter your Social Security number, press 2.
All right, we'll try that.
Enter your Social Security number. Enter your 4-digit PIN.
Well, here's a problem. I edited out the...
We did not receive your entry. Try again. Enter your 4-digit PIN.
And we don't know the PIN because it's been lost. So,
we did not receive your entry. Try again. Enter your 4-digit PIN.
We don't know the PIN. Let's see if pressing 0 works.
You've reached the maximum number of attempts. Call back later to try again. Thank you for calling Direct Express.
So no luck there. You can enter your client was with me, entered his social security number, but he didn't remember his PIN. Tried a few options and then got the please call again later. So let's try a different way and let's try again, see what else we can do here. See if we can get it working.
Thank you for calling Direct Express. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima dos. For all other languages, press 3.
Press 1 for English.
Enter your 16-digit card number, or to enter your social security number, press 2.
Well, we're not going to try that because that already failed. Let's see if there's an
We
option.
did not get your card number. To re-enter your card number, press 1. Or to enter your social security number, press 2. For the status of your previously ordered card, press 3. If your card has been lost, stolen, or damaged, press 4.
Okay, there we go.
Enter your social security number. Enter your 4-digit PIN.
So we're back to the 4-digit PIN, which we don't
did not
have.
receive your entry. Try again. Enter your 4-digit PIN.
Let's try 0 for an operator.
We did not receive your entry. Try again. Enter your 4-digit PIN.
We don't have the 4-digit PIN, so we're trying to get to a live person here.
You've reached the maximum number of attempts. Call back later to try again. Thank you for calling Direct Express.
So, call number 2. So, let's try calling again and seeing if there's an option to go to the operator. So far, we've tried entering by social security number, which required a PIN. And we've tried the lost card option, also requires a PIN. The problem is we don't have the PIN. So let's see what else works. Let's go to redial.
Thank you for calling Direct Express. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima dos. For all other languages, press 3.
Let's see if 0 for an operator works.
We did. Your menu selection was invalid. Try again. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima dos. For all other languages, press 3.
Let's try 0 again.
Enter your 16-digit card number, or to enter your social security number, press 2.
I guess we could try that again.
Enter your social security number. Enter your 4-digit PIN.
Well, no PIN. That was been lost a long time ago. Let's try 0.
We did not receive your entry. Try again. Enter your 4-digit PIN.
Which we don't have.
We did not receive your entry. Try again. Enter your 4-digit PIN. You've reached the maximum number of attempts. Call back later to try again. Thank you for calling Direct Express.
So you getting frustrated? I sure am. If anyone from Direct Express would like to come on here and comment about this, please let me know. Info@homelesspolice.com, or you can actually call me and get hold of me, 800-643-1997. So after about 20 or so calls into this, I also tried the different numbers. I tried the hearing impaired line, which just got the TDD machine. That was kind of expected. Tried the international line. Let's see if the international line is busy. Let me try that now. 1-765-778-6290. Let's see. All right, I hang up on them. Doesn't look like they're going to answer. I thought I would at least get. Thank you for calling Direct Express. Our operating hours are, but no answer at all. When I tried to call that number on Thursday, it was just busy. I could not get through. Tried about half a dozen times. That was one of the 27 attempts to get through. Tried the enrollment center line, upper left. Didn't have any luck there. So I did figure out a back door. So if you are calling Direct Express, want to speak to a live person, I figured out how to, which is when you get the language options, then like I'll show you now.
Thank you for calling Direct Express. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima dos. For all other languages, press 3.
And that was the key to it, was number 3, all other languages. Pushing that option actually connected me with a live person who took some information. I go through that about 3 times. The first time I went through that, got transferred to a different agent who needed additional information, or someone else handled lost cards. But then they said the system was down, so you need to call later. It wasn't a computer, it was a live person. Sorry, system's down, so try calling again later. And about the third attempt, then I was able to get through a live person. That's when we realized they need additional information, which I have sent. So that brings up a good question. Should a customer service company that is managing Social Security's debit cards, should they have an undocumented feature or way to speak to a live person? You would think that that would be one of the main options when you call there, such as you may press 0 anytime for an operator. That should be an option, but I had to make 27 different phone calls to figure out the backdoor option. Not exactly a good experience. I would wish this was a case where I think private business should be more like the government. Yeah, sometimes government should be more like private business, or at least be more organized and efficient. In this case, I'm not a fan of Direct Express. And their main customer, or at least that I work with, are folks that have difficulty navigating these systems. Look what I went through 27 times this past Thursday. I was extremely frustrated, almost to the point of yelling at the phone. So anyway, that's my thoughts on and my adventure. I thought I would share some of the challenges of calling Direct Express. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to give me a call, email, whatever. I actually will answer, unlike Direct Express, and let me know what you think. So anyway, that's my thoughts. Hope you enjoyed this segment, and talk to you soon.